Jab, 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 Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk is a book about social media marketing and how businesses and brands can effectively use various social media platforms to connect with and engage their target audiences. The title refers to a boxing metaphor. The jabs are the constant content you provide to your audience, while the right hook is the big sales pitch or ask that you make every so often. The core premise of the book is that in the modern social media landscape, traditional interruptive advertising is becoming less effective. Consumers are bombarded with countless marketing messages every day and have become adept at tuning them out. Instead, Vaynerchuk argues that the key to successful social media marketing is to provide value to your audience through great, shareable content and to build genuine relationships with them over time. Only then can you effectively make your right hook sales pitch when the time is right. The book is divided into several chapters that each focus on a different social media platform: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and Snapchat. For each platform, Vaynerchuk provides detailed advice on the type of content that works best, how to build an audience, how to engage with that audience, and how to eventually convert them into customers. Throughout the book, Vaynerchuk stresses the importance of understanding the unique culture and norms of each social media platform and tailoring your content and approach accordingly. He also emphasizes the need for patience and a long-term view when it comes to social media marketing. It's about building relationships, not just making immediate sales. The power of social media. Vaynerchuk begins the book by outlining the power and importance of social media in the modern business landscape. He argues that social media has fundamentally changed the way consumers discover, consume, and engage with content and brands. Whereas in the past, consumers were primarily exposed to brands and products through traditional interruptive advertising like TV commercials, print ads, and billboards, social media has given them much more control over the content they see. Consumers can now easily discover, consume, and share content that is relevant and valuable to them, while blocking out or tuning out content that is not. This shift has major implications for businesses and brands. Interruptive advertising is becoming less and less effective, as consumers have become adept at ignoring or skipping over these types of marketing messages. Instead, Vaynerchuk argues that the key to success in the social media age is to provide value to your audience through great, shareable content and to build genuine relationships with them over time. He uses the example of his own wine business, Wine Library, to illustrate this point. In the early days of the internet, Vaynerchuk was able to build a highly engaged audience and grow his business through a combination of educational wine videos, personal stories, and occasional sales pitches. By consistently providing value to his audience, he was able to establish trust and authority and then effectively convert that audience into customers when the time was right. The power of content. One of the core themes of the book is the importance of content in effective social media marketing. Vaynerchuk argues that in the social media age, content is king. The quality and relevance of the content you create will make or break your success on social platforms. He emphasizes that the key is to create content that is valuable, entertaining, and shareable for your target audience. This could take many forms: educational content, behind-the-scenes glimpses, personal stories, humor, etc. The key is to deeply understand your audience and what type of content will resonate with them. Vaynerchuk uses the example of Oreo's famous dunk in the dark tweet during the 2013 Super Bowl blackout. While other brands scrambled to create timely, relevant social media content, Oreo was ready with a clever, shareable tweet that perfectly captured the moment. This allowed Oreo to cut through the noise and become one of the most talked about brands of the night, despite not being an official sponsor. He also highlights examples of brands that have built massive, engaged followings through the consistently high-quality, valuable content they provide. Vaynerchuk points to GoPro's stunning user-generated content, Red Bull's adrenaline-fueled videos, and Tasty's mouth-watering recipe videos as examples of brands that have mastered the art of creating content that their audiences love to consume and share. The key, Vaynerchuk argues, is to think of your social media content as a constant stream of jabs, small, valuable interactions that build trust and goodwill with your audience over time. Only then can you effectively land your right hook, the big sales pitch or call to action that you make every so often. Understanding each platform. Another core theme of the book is the importance of understanding the unique culture, norms, and best practices of each individual social media platform. Vaynerchuk argues that a one-size-fits-all approach to social media marketing simply won't work. You need to tailor your strategy and content to the specific platform you're using. He devotes a significant portion of the book to deep diving into the unique characteristics of the major social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and Snapchat. For each platform, Vaynerchuk provides detailed advice on the types of content that work best, how to build an audience, how to engage with that audience, and how to eventually convert them into customers. For example, on Facebook, Vaynerchuk stresses the importance of creating highly visual, emotionally resonant content that encourages comments, shares, and reactions from your audience. He argues that Facebook's algorithm heavily prioritizes this type of engaging, interaction-driving content. On Twitter, Vaynerchuk highlights the importance of real-time responsiveness, witty banter, and maintaining an authentic, human-centric voice. He points to brands like Denny's and Arby's as examples of those that have mastered the art of conversational, culturally relevant tweeting. For Instagram, Vaynerchuk emphasizes the power of visually stunning, aspirational content that taps into your audience's emotions and lifestyle aspirations. He argues that Instagram is all about creating a sense of FOMO, fear of missing out, and making your audience feel like they're part of an exclusive experience. Throughout these deep dives into each platform, Vaynerchuk stresses the importance of understanding the unique cultures, norms, and best practices of each network. He argues that trying to apply a one-size-fits-all approach will almost always fail. You need to meet your audience where they are and speak their language. Patience and the long game. Another key theme that Vaynerchuk emphasizes throughout the book is the importance of patience and taking a long-term view when it comes to social media marketing. He argues that far too many businesses and brands expect immediate results and ROI from their social media efforts and get discouraged and give up when they don't see those results right away. Vaynerchuk uses the boxing metaphor of jabs and right hooks to illustrate his point. The jabs are the constant stream of valuable, engaging content you provide to your audience over time. These jabs are about building relationships, trust, and goodwill, not about making immediate sales. It's only after you've put in the hard work of consistently delivering value to your audience that you can effectively land your right hook, the big sales pitch or call to action that you make every so often. But Vaynerchuk cautions that even this right hook won't be effective if you haven't first established that foundation of trust and engagement with your audience. He uses examples from his own business journey to illustrate this point. When Vaynerchuk first started building an online presence for his wine business, it took years of consistent, high-quality content creation before he was able to effectively convert that audience into paying customers. But by sticking with it and putting in the hard work up front, he was ultimately able to build a massively successful, highly engaged business. Vaynerchuk argues that this long-term, relationship-building approach is essential in the social media age. Consumers have become highly adept at tuning out traditional interruptive advertising and are much more receptive to brands that have taken the time to authentically engage with them and provide value. He cautions businesses against getting impatient and resorting to hacks or quick tricks to try to game the system. In the long run, he argues, the brands that will win are the ones that consistently deliver value to their audiences and build genuine relationships with them over time. Conclusion: Jab, 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 right hook is a comprehensive and insightful guide to effective social media marketing in the modern business landscape. Through a combination of strategic advice, real-world examples, and personal anecdotes, Vaynerchuk lays out a clear and actionable framework for how businesses and brands can leverage the power of social media to connect with and engage their target audiences. At the core of Vaynerchuk's approach is the importance of content, understanding each social media platform's unique culture and best practices, and taking a long-term, relationship-building mindset. He stresses that the key to success in the social media age is to consistently provide value to your audience through high-quality, shareable content, and to gradually build trust and rapport over time. Only then, Vaynerchuk argues, can you effectively land your right hook, the big sales pitch or call to action that converts that engaged audience into paying customers. But he cautions that this right hook will only be effective if the brand has first put in the hard work of establishing that foundation of value and goodwill. Throughout the book, Vaynerchuk provides a wealth of practical advice, insightful case studies, and inspiring examples to illustrate his key points. His no-nonsense, conversational writing style, and deep expertise in the world of social media marketing make this an engaging and valuable read for any business or brand looking to navigate the complex and ever-changing landscape of social media. Ultimately, Jab, 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 Right Hook is a must-read for any marketer or business leader who wants to truly understand how to leverage the power of social media to connect with and engage their target audiences in a meaningful and impactful way. Vaynerchuk's framework provides a clear roadmap for success, and the book is brimming with practical, actionable advice that can be implemented immediately.